Hey everyone, it's Dave Stone again with another live and exciting episode of Develop Awesome Skills. And today we're going to talk about the best way to transplant cuttings from moringa, carob, and more. We're also going to do a cutting from a mulberry. So I want to show you guys. So I want to show you what we're doing here today. We're going to do some cuttings. And I have a really cool way that I found on YouTube. Actually, I forget who I found it from, but you need to create little greenhouses for the cuttings. So you can cut any kind of hardwood cuttings, and I'm going to show you what I mean here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to my mulberry, and then I'm going to show you the process. We're going to cut a branch off, and we're going to get them potted. But we're not going to get them potted. We're going to get them ready to pot. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, there we go. So I hope you guys are having a good day. It's beautiful out. It was a little humid today, very hot, but I actually enjoy that. So here's the mulberry. This is the bare root mulberry that I got in February. That's all new growth, everything on it. So when I got it, it was this middle stick, which has grown quite a bit. So it's hey Mary, you caught me. So now we're just gonna do some cuttings here. So this is a mulberry, and I'm gonna pick a nice branch and I'm gonna cut it off, give it a little pruning. So this one's kind of coming out. Yeah, it's coming right down there. So I'm just gonna take that off right here at the base. Actually, I'll kind of give it a little bit of leaves. Leave a little leaves, just there we go. So here's our mulberry cutting. It's gonna make a lot of nice cuttings. It's a very vibrant branch. So I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with it. All right. So we got our mulberry cutting, and there's a lot of different ways to root cuttings. You can root them right in the soil, and if you were going to do that, you would leave a little bit of this and you'd cut these leaves in half. But I'm gonna root these cuttings a little differently, so I need to take off all the leaves. So I'm not gonna, as you can see here, they have the little nodes right there, have nice little buds coming out of them. I'm not going to disturb that. I'm just going to take the leaf off right here, okay, on every single one of these. So I'm just getting a nice just piece of wood. Now the method I'm using is you're creating a small greenhouse for these to basically grow nodes. I'm going to show you here in a second what it looks like. So on this top one, I'm just going to take off all these leaves and then just nip the top. So that's the whole stick. So this is the process here. I just cut these 7/27. Now this process is supposed to take 10 days, but it's been the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. So that's 4 days that I've had it in this little greenhouse. Now I want to show you something. This is a carob. I'm going to open this up. Now you only put an inch of water at the bottom, and you're going to want to get a plastic bottle that you can just put all your cuttings in. So I'm going to empty this water out. I'm going to water something with it. Water to moringa. So now we're gonna pull these cuttings out, and I got some green ones in here. You can see that green one has a whole bunch of white. I'm just gonna pull them all out. So yeah, these two green ones here they have a lot of white dots on them, if you could see that. And those white dots are supposedly where roots are going to come out of. So the water line was up to here, but right above the water line in the greenhouse, it started building all these possible root formations. So this would go all the way under the soil, maybe just leave a little bit up out of the soil, and it should sprout from that. So I'm gonna do that test, and then I'm gonna keep you guys updated how that goes. But I wanna show you the moringa here. So I did that with the moringa. Now there's a lot of different ways that you can sprout moringa. I'm gonna water these moringas with the moringa water. Try to get these out of here. I might have to just cut this actually. All right, there we go. Lots of butter. So here we go. Now check this out. Moringa cuttings are pretty vital on their own. You can just cut a branch and stick it in some dirt and it should grow if you give it some water. But if this is doing what I think it's doing, look at these branches. There's so much white on them, and I don't know, it does not look like a fungus. In fact, this little node actually has a little sprout coming out of it, and so does this little node up on top here. There's a little sprout, and they're not, so I think these are going to be very vital, and I think this is a really cool way to do cuttings. So we're going to see how this does, and I'm going to keep you guys in the loop. But I'm also going to do this mulberry right here. I'm going to put it in the jar that I had the carob in. And what we're going to do is first I'm going to measure the jar. So I'm going to stick this down in here, put my finger, it's right around this node. So I'm just going to cut this off underneath this node at an angle. And then I'm just going to use this as my measuring stick. I'm going to put it up against here, cut another one at an angle, and then just keep doing that down this stick. So hopefully that one branch is going to give me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mulberry trees. So we'll see if this works. But what I'm going to do is just put these straight into this. And they do say that you want to keep it to where the stick is pointing up, like in the tree when it grows up like this. Don't put it upside down. This one's easy to tell if it's up because of the buds on the branch. So you make sure that they're all oriented up. This one needs to be turned, and then now they're all up. So one at a time, I'll just throw them in there. And then I use my handy Sharpie. It is 731. I'm gonna mark out the carob now. 731 mulberry, Pakistani mulberry. Cool thing about cuttings is that you get an identical match of the tree. So the tree, if it produces really good fruit, it's nice to do a cutting of that tree because then you get identical, like the same genetic fruit from it. So it'll taste the same and it'll be the same vibrancy or grow really well in certain climates or whatever. So the cutting idea is really cool to me. So now I take what I put this in and I'm just gonna turn on the water. All right. All right. And then I'm just gonna fill this up. But not that much. Just like a little bit, an inch or so in the bottom. So close this off. And now you let it sit in the shade outside so it'll heat up and you'll see it'll start getting these bubbles on it like a greenhouse. This is another carob that I did. And then this is a Barbados cherry that I did, which I want to show you that. And so all of these have just been in 4 days. So this Barbados cherry, I don't really want to disrupt it too much. But I don't know if you could see in there. But there's definitely a lot of white dots on these too. So I think those are root nodes. At least that's what I think. So that is the video for today. Well, almost. Actually, no, it's not. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use the soil mix and I'm gonna plant these so you guys can actually see me plant them. Here's the soil. And I'm gonna use these large jars, or these large pots, to fill the soil up. And this is a soil I've already mixed. It's got some nice rock dust in it and good compost. If you really wanna know about how to mix a good soil, check out some of my other videos. There's a lot of videos that tell you exactly the mix that I use. All right, I got this. I want to kind of get a lot of soil in this, pretty much 3/4 full, because these are, I'm going to pretty much plant these all the way in. So actually this one's going to be the moringas. So I'm going to start with these 3 moringas. And you don't want to push them down with the moringas. You'd rather want to get a stick or a Sharpie. So I'm just going to put 3 holes. So I have 3 cuttings. Full Sharpie width down, kind of roll it like a bowling ball, three holes. And then I'm just gonna stick these, make sure that they're facing up, which is this way. And I'm just gonna put them all the way down in there and shove them the rest of the way. Okay. So it doesn't look like much right now. Like 3 little sticks sticking up out of the ground. But I'm very interested to see. There it is, 3 moringas. So I'll keep you guys in the loop on how these sprout, if this technique is working for me. I wanted to start the experiment so we could kind of see how it goes from there. So I'm gonna put these down, I'm gonna give them a nice water. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna plant these carobs. So along this process, I will show you how all of them do. So I guess that's the video for today, guys. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put it down on the comments. Hey Mary, in the bottle. Let's see what we're saying here. Finally cut left. No air. Well, okay, so Mary's asking if you need any air in the bottle. What you're gonna wanna do every day or so is open the bottle just a little bit. It'll go psst. You just let a little bit of that pressure out. You don't really want it to gain too much pressure in there. It's supposed to take 10 days, but it only took me 4 to get these kind of results. And the moringa was the most prolific. Carob's pretty good. I'm gonna see if any of these root. I might actually, since these don't have as many white on them, I might just put these in the same jar with the other carob and give it a few more days. And now we got the mulberries, and you guys will be able to stay in the loop on that. So, all right, guys, well, I want to tell you one more thing. I just started a Facebook group called I Want More Moringa. So go to Facebook, join the Facebook group, and post any of your pictures of moringa. So I have a challenge from right now, starting now, however many moringas we sprout, you need to let me know. Because if you're one of the members on the page, I want to plant 1 million moringas in the next 5 years. And I think we can do it, everybody. I think we can do it. But I need your help. I need everybody to pitch in. And anybody who's interested in moringas, let's get some moringas in their yard. Let's get them some seeds. Let's grow some more moringas. So every moringa that sprouts, that keeps living, so if I have to deduct a couple because we kill a few, that's fine. Because the more we plant, some of them will die, but hopefully most of them will live. So 1 million trees in 5 years by 2023. We're gonna be creating oxygen, we're gonna be creating food, abundant food and nutrition, and we're gonna be adding more nutrients, not neutralizing, but adding more nutrients to the soil solely by growing moringa. because moringa is a nitrogen fixer. It sends out nitrogen through the roots and adds nitrogen to the soil, so you can grow anything else you want around your moringa trees or in the same vicinity. So it's very, very, very good for your soil. So there's so many benefits, but that's the video today, guys. Hope you had a great time. And if you like this, go ahead and comment, hit subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. And share this with your friends who want to grow moringa. But definitely check out I Want More Moringa Facebook page, and let's plant more moringas. All right, guys, until next time, have an awesome one.